With creative direction from me and help from ChatGPT, we have episode 1 of Big Brother Total Drama Cartoon Edition, where 16 cartoon characters will spend the next 98 days in the Big Brother house. To help guide this season, I want you guys to comment down what you like, who you're rooting for, who you want to see fall, and perhaps even stuff that should happen in the house. So I hope you stick with me through the 6 or 8 episodes, however long this is, and enjoy the series. We are going to be introducing the house guests one by one with ChatGPT, creating a story and perhaps a reason for you to root for them. Let's go ahead and introduce our first house guest. Finn the human receives the acceptance letter for the show on a lazy afternoon in the land of Ooh. The vibrant envelope, adored with playful decorations, stands out against the backdrop of his treehouse. Upon reading it, Finn's eyes widen with a mix of excitement and curiosity. He rushes over to his Jake, his loyal dog and best friend. Waving the letter enthusiastically, Jake, check this out, we've been invited to the wild reality show in another dimension. Finn begins to ponder the possibilities. He dreams of using the prize money to set up a hero training academy, a place where adventurers from all realms could learn and grow. This dream sparks a determination within him. As Finn considers the invitation, doubts creep in. Could he handle the challenges? Would him being naive be a disadvantage? These thoughts whirl in his mind until Jake, seeing Finn enter conflict, nudges him with an unwavering support. We are going to be entering the house 4 house guests at a time. Double D, finding the acceptance letter, his eyes widen with surprise. The prospect of winning the prize money immediately sparks a flurry of ideas in Double D's mind. He envisions utilizing the funds to establish a research institute dedicated to finding innovative solutions for environmental challenges, a cause which is close to his heart. Alright, Double D, good luck in the house. Very 2 different personalities in the first 2 house guests. Mordecai being invited to the show, the possibility of winning the prize money triggers a wave of thoughts in his mind. He envisions using the funds to pursue his dreams of starting an indie comic book publishing house, supporting aspiring artists and creators. Very nice, not bad. Mordecai worries about his tendency to overthink situations and his occasional lack of assertiveness. Despite these concerns, his best friend Rigby jumps in with enthusiastic encouragement, urging Mordecai to embrace the opportunity to step out of his comfort zone. And now the last house guest entering the house with the first 4. Number 2 from the kids next door is in the house, and the prospect of winning the prize money gives him a whirlwind of ideas in his mind. He envisions utilizing the funds to create a top secret technology institute dedicated to inventing gadgets that would benefit kids worldwide. Very wholesome cause. With a mix of determination and anticipation, number 2 accepts the invitation, and with the encouragement of his K&D friends and accompanied by a farewell ceremony at the treehouse, he embarks on his Big Brother journey. Alright, you 4, let's go ahead and move you in the Big Brother house. Now, immediately being the first 4 to set in the house, that's already kind of an advantage, because you're going to be able to meet everyone, have the best relationships maybe from the start, and that could be an advantage for these. Now, immediately, I think number 2 and Double D are instantly going to start talking gadget and stuff, where Mordecai and Finn are definitely going to be chilling. They're all going to introduce each other and stuff, but after like 7-8 minutes and they have to explore, I feel like number 2 and Double D talk game in the kitchen, and Mordecai and Finn claim bedroom 2 and they kind of talk there. Now this is where I introduce the twist to this season. Everyone in the Big Brother house will be accompanied by someone from their universe. And it will be someone they know. Either as a friend, a sibling, or an enemy. Let's go ahead and introduce the next 4 house guests. Of course, the only thing that Ice King can think about with the grand money is envisions of using the funds to organize an elaborate ice-themed gala. And of course, he wants to invite princesses from various kingdoms to break his curse of eternal loneliness. Oh, that's kinda sad. Confident in his abilities to charm and impress, the Ice King accepts the invitation with gusto. Convinced that his charismatic nature and magical prowess will make him a standout contestant. With a flurry of snowflakes and a boastful declaration, he announces his participation to Gunter the Penguin, who cheers him on in their own squawky way. I won't lie, that was a pretty good story for Ice King. Number 5, from the Codename Kids Next Door, she envisions using the funds to establish a leadership and empowerment program for kids, kinda like number 2, aiming to mentor and guide young individuals to become future leaders. She wants to make Hope Peaks Academy. Knowing her skills, leadership, and street smarts will serve her well, she shares the news with her K&D teammates, who offers their support and a few playful bets on her success. See, unlike Ice King, number 5 and number 2 get along with the person in their universe. However, Ice King might be able to set aside his differences of Finn to work together with him. Stumbling upon his acceptance letter, Eddie hastily crafted scams and schemes, his eye widened with a mix of surprise and excitement. Grinning mischievously, he sees this as the ultimate opportunity to prove his knack for winning big. Aw, I love this story for Eddie already. He envisions using the funds to finally build his legendary theme park, Eddyland. Oh, that is so fire. With enthusiasm and confidence in his persuasive abilities, Eddie eagerly accepts the invitation, declaring himself the surefire winner to his friends. He doesn't know Double D has already gotten a letter. He's in the house before him. Oh, he is ready to scheme. Definitely a villain. He might even talk to Ice King, maybe. Alright, so that means who from Mordecai's universe is going to be joining the Big Brother house with him? The only thing Rigby can think about with this possibility of winning is envisioning a life free of work and filled with endless video game marathon. Bro, Rigby want to be on that gamer grind. Rigby literally has no dreams. The prospect of winning the prize money fuels Rigby's dreams of setting up his own gaming studio, creating the ultimate game where he can be the hero battling through exciting adventures. Alright, well, he wants to make a video game. That's better than wanting to do nothing and play video game. With a carefree and confident attitude, Rigby accepts the invitation, convinced that his gaming skills and laid-back approach will make him a natural winner. And there we go. They're all entering the living room as they hear the doors open. And immediately as they walk in the house, I definitely think some game is being talked. Because you got Finn, who is mega surprised Ice King got chosen. He was probably expecting Jake. Rigby and Mordecai obviously high-fiving, they dabbing each other up. They said, bet we got this. Eddie and Double D. Now this might be my favorite one. I'm gonna try and not show biasism through this series because I want it to be unpredictable and I want it to be very nice. But you can't lie. Double D's brain and Eddie's scheming, naive nature. And then we got number 5 and number 2 very happy to see each other. And I know for a fact they're going to work with each other. But now let's say they're there for like 8 minutes. They're all introducing each other. They're talking, having a good time. But eventually they have to split up as they wait for other house guests. Mordecai and Rigby would be in the pool or darts room talking with Eddie and Double D. They might even start mentally making an alliance, but not like officially. But I feel like these 4 would definitely get along. In which I feel like Finn, Ice King number 5, and number 2 would probably talk in the library. But Ice King gets bored. He really wants to try and get along with Finn, and he wants to get along with number 5 and number 2, in which he kinda does, talking about penguins and stuff. He'd much rather be playing darts or pool. So he goes over here, in which I feel like his sense of humor and the way he talks would actually be really nice with this group. Unfortunately for him, Finn is talking very bad stuff about him to number 5 and number 2. For these next 8 house guests, they're going to be introduced in pairs. They're playing the game separately, but they are going to be introduced in pairs. Billy and Mandy both check their mailboxes, and they both see a letter. Knowing what Big Brother is, they start thinking, and the promise of winning the prize money makes Billy, with his boundless enthusiasm, dreams of using the funds to build the world's largest petting zoo, filled with unusual and mythical creatures, where Mandy, on the other hand, sees the opportunity as a chance to fund a rigorous educational program for underprivileged kids. Why is Mandy doing something so wholesome? This has to be a front. This has to be a front for the camera. She's lying. With their usual dynamic in full swing, Billy ecstatically accepts the invitation without a second thought, excitedly telling Grimm and Erwin about his plans, while Mandy, with her trademark skepticism, accepts, signing it as a mean to ensure Billy doesn't cause chaos alone. Oh yeah, they're definitely going in the house. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they're gonna do it, don't worry. Knuckles and Flapjack entering the Big Brother house, where Knuckles envisions using the funds to establish a training academy for inspiring adventurers. Nah, he's lying. He's gonna spend it on candy, maple syrup, cocaine candy. While Flapjack dreams of creating a sanctuary for endangered sea creatures. What? You know what? I can respect it, Flapjack. With their unique personalities, Knuckles and Flapjack accept the invitation with enthusiasm. Knuckles, confident in his strength and leadership skills, sees this as an opportunity to prove himself as a capable hero. Flapjack, with his adventure spirit and his wide-eyed optimism, eagerly accepts, accompanied by his loyal friend Captain Knuckles, who believes they are destined for victory. And the house guests gather as they enter the Big Brother house, making the 12. 4 more to still appear, and I won't even lie, Knuckles and Ice King immediately recognizing each other as good alliance members and good friends. Because if you look at the rest of the cast, they kind of do seem like they would have the best relationship among each other besides maybe like Flapjack to Knuckles. Do you think Knuckles would betray Flapjack if it meant he could win? Let's say theoretically it's the final 3. Flapjack, Knuckles, Ice King. Knuckles knows for a fact that Flapjack would win against him in a jury vote, probably. Do you think if he had the power, he would eliminate Flapjack and go against the jury with Ice King? Also, I kind of want to think that Mandy is fond of Ice King and Knuckles. Maybe Knuckles more than Ice King, but either way. Flapjack and Billy, I feel like are going to get along. Where Knuckles and Mandy talks, probably along with Ice King, I could definitely see that. And I feel like number 2, he is very perspective. So I'm going to say he tells number 5 to go ahead and listen to what they're doing, and he's going to do the same. And they will relay information with each other. If you made it this far in the video, please make sure to leave a like. And I just want to mention, you guys will have power over some aspects of this season. Make sure to hit the bell so you can always be notified. And you know what? I feel like everyone else is probably going to chill in the living room and talk. The sibling duo from Dexter's laboratory receives their acceptance letters. Dexter envisions using the funds to further his scientific research and expand his laboratory, while Dee Dee dreams of creating a vibrant performing arts center. Probably buying unicorns, all of that. She might even pay Dexter to make stuff for her. Dexter, confident in his intelligence and technological prowess, accepts the invitation with the intent to prove his scientific superiority. Dee Dee, with her whimsical and carefree nature, accepts the challenge alongside her brother, eager for the adventure and convinced she can bring some fun to the competition. Now, even though Dexter and Dee Dee may not get along IRL, I feel like they will definitely work with each other at least. Things may go sour later. Chowder unfortunately knows he's going into the house with Panini, however, he is confident. Chowder dreams of opening a whimsical cooking school where creativity reigns supreme, while Panini envisions establishing a bakery that specializes in delectable pastries with a hint of mischief. Oh, she's feeling mischievous. Chowder, with his enthusiastic and imaginative approach to cooking, eagerly accepts the invitation, excited to showcase his culinary creativity. Panini, with her determined and sometimes mischievous nature, accepts the challenge, determined to prove her baking skills. Now, obviously, Panini is going to protect Chowder at all costs. However, Chowder might not do the same. Or he might. If it's smart, he'll do it, at least for a little while. I can understand how being trapped in a house, though, with her could get annoying. And there we have it, the last 4 house guests entering the house. This episode is just introducing the characters, but we're gonna go in depth just a little bit more. Next episode and every episode after that, we'll have 2 eliminations, simulating quote-unquote 2 weeks every time. Now, they're gonna be told that the HOH challenge is tomorrow, so as of now, they're gonna talk and do some minor gameplay, mainly try and get to know one another and get a good vibe. So I feel like Chowder and Panini are immediately gonna cook, and I think Flapjack would want to help them, along with perhaps Double D. I could definitely see these 4 having a cooking bonding moment. Knuckles, Ice King, and you know what? Probably number 2. I'm just gonna say they're gonna chill in the bedroom. Mordecai, Rigby, Finn, and you know what? Number 5. Let's say they're all just gonna play pool and darts. Chilling outside, however, is going to be Mandy, Billy, Dee Dee, and Dexter. And I won't even lie, I feel like Mandy and Dexter would get along, and I feel like Billy and Dee Dee would get along. And I feel like these 2 are so bold, and these 2 are so naive. Bam, they are immediately creating an alliance together. And just like that, we have the show's first alliance. But let's say that the kitchen gets done with the cooking. I'm going to say that Double D goes to Eddie to tell him it's done. And he says, alright, I'm going to tell the others. Don't worry about it, I will. So he goes to bedroom 1. tells them that the food is done, but as number 2 leaves, he blocks the others to say something. Him thinking that he's the first alliance, he's bragging and saying, hey, let's make it unpredictable, us 3 right now. Don't tell the other people from our universe. It'll be an alliance that no one will expect out of the blue. And you know what? I feel like Knuckles and Ice King are like, yeah, we appreciate this. We like your attitude. And I feel like they all have similar goals in terms of wanting to backstab and be the show's villain. They're probably all going to the camera saying, what a fool, I have them in my pockets. But the funny part is every single one of them are saying that. In terms of darts, I feel like number 5, along with Mordecai, wins. And in terms of pool, I feel like Rigby and number 5 wins. Finn, I'm sorry, you lost everything. And this is how we are going to wrap up the episode. The intro, the prologue, whatever you wish to call it. It's going to end with them eating the food Chowder, Panini, Double D, and Flapjack made. And you know what? It's pretty good. I'm going to say they made homemade burritos with deep fried ice cream. Why not? Thrice cream. Hope you guys liked this first episode. Next episode, we will see 2 HOHs, 2 vetoes, 2 evictions. You know the works. Oh my god, they're getting crispy outside. I forgot about them. Eat. No one told them dinner was ready. Now they have to get the scraps, poor guys. I bet Dexter's gonna remember this too. He's like, no one told me. Thank you guys very much for watching this, and I dare all of you to have a good day.